Hey Jackson, come back here. What do you see? What you doing, little guy? How do you say dog? Dog. How do you say dog? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do Jackson's 15-month update. The last time I did an update for Jackson was when he turned a year old, but we went to the doctor 3 months later after his 12-month checkup. So I wanted to let you guys know how he's doing, his weight, all of that, and then just share like some of the things that he's been doing. How does the sheep go? How does the sheep go? Now you don't want to do it? Do you want to say hi to your friends? You guys, he has 8 teeth. Let's start off with that. He's got 4 teeth on the top, 4 teeth on the bottom. So needless to say, I am very scared when I nurse him. And nursing is something that I want to talk about a little bit today. So let's start at the beginning. So let's start with his stats. Like I said, he went to the doctor on his actual 15-month date. Like, so it's not like delayed or anything. At 15 months, he was weighing 19 pounds, 15 ounces, so just shy of 20 pounds, and he was measuring 30 inches long. So he's in the 15th percentile for both of those. And at first, like always, I was a little bit worried because he's not even 20 pounds. And I was like, okay, the doctor's not gonna be happy with how much he's weighing. But she said that he was doing perfectly fine. He is well on his growth curve, whatever his chart. So that made me happy. Remember, if you've been following along for a while now, at one point Jackson was like in the 2nd to 4th percentile. So the fact that he's in the 15th percentile makes me very happy. What are you trying to do, little man? Sorry, he's just gonna be hanging out here in his room, and that's like his favorite book. What is that? That's a chick. How do you say cheep cheep? This is what we do all day, by the way. I just point at things, repeat things to him, show him different animals. How does a monkey go? Where's the monkey? Look, is that a monkey? How does a monkey go? So yes, those are his stats. I guess one of the biggest things that's happened since the last update is that Jackson is now walking. So he started walking, I want to say just shy of 14 months. He took like his first steps, but he also likes to do this little like knee crawl. But as of recently, like I would say maybe the last, I don't know, like week or two, he's been walking a ton. Walk? Oh, he also has a temper. Okay, great. You want to go get that book? So he's been walking a ton more, and he'll like walk from this side of the room to the other side of the room. And so that's been super cute to see him walking. Both of my kids were late walkers. Like Riley didn't walk until 15 months. So the fact that he walked even like a month sooner than she did was like a big deal because Riley was, you know, just taking her time with her walking. So he's starting to do that. Temper tantrums are real, like this. This is a legit temper tantrum that he throws all day, every day when he doesn't get something, when something doesn't go his way. The doctor said that that's very normal. The doctor was like, by the way, temper tantrums start around this time. And I was like, well, yes, I'm very aware. That's been happening for quite some time now. He's still wearing a size 3 diaper. I've got a box down in the basement that's size 4, so I think like after I'm done with this last box of size 3, I'll graduate him to size 4, but the 3 still fit him. Other than that, we've been working on his talking, on his language and all of that. Right now, there's a couple of words that he'll say. So he says, he says mama and dada. He says ball. He says banana. And then there's like a couple other things that he'll do, like that aren't the full-on word, but that I know what he's asking for. So like he makes a specific word or sound for like leche when he wants to drink his milk. So he'll do that. What else? Like he doesn't talk a ton, but those are some of the things that he will say. He's just now also trying to unlock my phone. You can't do it, little guy. He started now to point at things. So like if he wants to go somewhere, he'll point in that direction, and that's something that's like pretty new. He'll also say no. That's his new favorite word. So like if I tell him if he wants something and I'm trying to give him something that's not the thing, he'll say no and he'll shake his head. So that's pretty new too. That's like as of like the last week or so. Don't disable my phone, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. How do you give mama a high five? How do you say hi? How do you say hi? How do you wave? How do you say hi? You wanna say hi? That's something that he started to do now. Like yesterday, I took him outside to go look at the birds, and I was saying, say hi to the birds, and he was waving, so now he'll wave. And again, this is him at 15 months. Like even at 14 months, he wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing the waving. Some of these things, it's taken him a little longer to get, but it looks like he's finally starting to get a grasp of some of those gestures. What else can I tell you that he does? That's his other favorite word. I don't know if you heard him, but he says wow like all the time, because I feel like that's what I would say all the time. Like anytime I'd show him something new, I'd be like, wow, look at that. And so now he says wow, which is really cute. His favorite thing to do is like look at all these little books and just turn the pages. You like that? This is one that we read, or you know, we kind of go through all the time when he goes down for his naps. Like before his naps, I'll kind of show him things and he'll touch the different animals. How does the sheep go? How does the sheep go? That's something that he doesn't want to do right now, but he'll do the noise for the sheep, and he'll do the cow, and he'll do like, he'll do elephant too. If I could find a picture of an elephant, maybe he would do the elephant. Okay, he's not gonna want to now, but he's just discovering all of the things all day long. It's just me telling him, no, you can't do that. Please get out of there. Please don't hurt yourself. Please, you're gonna fall and hit your face. Is that exciting? A pack of diapers? Wow. It's just nonstop him making a mess, destroying all the things, and I'm sure that that's very typical of a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, any year-old, any kind of child. That's all they want to do. Jackson, give me back those diapers, dude. There's no reason for that. Forget it. Now that he learned how to walk, he gets into everything. I have no sanity left. Everything is very exciting to him. Wow. But yes, getting back to his speech and like him learning things and making sounds and like saying things. When I went to the doctor, I asked her, like, you know, do I need to be a little bit concerned? Because really up until this point, he wasn't saying a lot of things. And Riley, my daughter, if you guys happen to be new here, when she was 15 months old, she was saying like, I don't know, 10 words, like 10 plus words. Like she was very verbal at this age. So I always say, like, it's hard to not compare them, but that's the only experience I have. So when I'm like, okay, well, he only says a handful of words, is that normal? Is that, you know, do I need to be worried? So the doctor told me that right now at this age, at 15 months, they look for just 2 words. So if he's saying 2 words, mom and dada, that's more than fine. Based on the things that I was telling her that he did, that he seems to be very normal. At the 18-month appointment, they say that they look for like 5 to 10 words. So I think that will be pretty much on track in terms of how he's developing, but I'm not trying to stress. I'm just trying to expose him to things, read a lot of books, show him the flashcards, repeat everything. Like that's absolutely key when you're trying to work with them in their speech. I have been repeating these same freaking books for months, and for months he would look at me like, what the heck are you talking about? Now is when I'm starting to see like, okay, he's actually picking up on some of the things that I'm saying. So just know, like, there's gonna be a lot of repeating things and they're not gonna get it for a very long time, but if you keep doing it enough, eventually, for the most part, they kind of start to get it. What are you showing me? You want that? You want that bear? Do you want to walk to mama over here? What do you want? You just want to have a fit? Oh, okay, great. Oh, look at his tantrums. Hey, let's get out of the closet. You know those doors are not very nice to you. Anyway, so let's talk about his schedule, okay? His schedule is pretty much the same as of right now as I believe the last time around. So he's still waking up. You're gonna hear all these animal noises because he's playing with that book. So he's still waking up at around 8 in the morning. That's his general waking time. So he'll wake up then, and then I've been struggling whether or not to switch to the 1 nap or still do the 2 naps. I've been holding on to that 2nd nap for dear life because 1 nap is just not enough. But it's been kind of like hit or miss some days. So at 10:30, sometimes I've been pushing it a little bit later in the day. Why are you trying to attack me? I've been trying to push his first nap of the day a little bit later sometimes. So anywhere between like 10:45 or 11, I put him down for his first nap. Some days he will nap for like 45 minutes. Like yesterday, it was 45 minutes. And I was like, this is not enough of a nap. Today, he slept for an hour and a half. So it just kind of depends on the day. Hello there, little buddy. Is this what your kids do all day? Because this is what my kid does all day long. So that's his first nap. Then he has his lunch, we play all of that. Then I put him down usually at around maybe like anywhere between 3:30, 4 o'clock at the latest. I will put him down for a second nap. Now sometimes he will do that nap, other times he won't. If he does do that nap, usually it's also again for like another 45 minutes, an hour. What are you doing on my phone? It's like taking pictures of himself. Those are gonna be quite the selfies, my friends. I am still trying to put him down at that time, at least in his crib. Like if I really know that he's not gonna do another nap, I'll put even like a book in there with him just so that he's entertained. But I do that because that's when I put Riley down for quiet time. So I need at least one time in the day when they're both in their rooms because I need to not go insane. So right now it's been working. We'll see when we transition to that one nap, but you know, it's been okay in the sense that some days he will take 2 naps, some days at least he'll give me 1 good nap. That's what we're doing in terms of his naps, and then he's still going to bed no later than 8 o'clock. And then he's been sleeping through the night. The only time that he didn't sleep through the night was when we were on vacation. For some reason, when we went to Virginia Beach a few weeks ago, he normally sleeps just fine during vacations and other, you know, settings and other environments. Like every time that we've gone to my mom's house and put him in a pack and play, he's slept okay. For some reason this trip, either he didn't like his room or he's older now and he had an issue with it, but he was awake in the middle of the night every single night. And then I was like scared that he was never gonna sleep again regularly through the night. But when we got home, he started sleeping through the night fine. So I don't know if it was the environment, I don't know if it was teething, I don't know what it was, but it was a very scary few days. Hey Jackson, what you doing? Can you bring back my phone? You wanna come this way and show our friends how you walk? Come over here and walk. Show me how you walk. Yeah. Good job, little buddy. Good job walking. You're so cute. We are brushing his teeth, by the way. I get some questions about brushing his teeth. We use like the Dr. Brown's fluoride-free little toothpaste for him with his little toothbrush. He doesn't mind it. He lets me brush his teeth. Sometimes he wants to hold it. In terms of eating, he's been doing really good in eating. Like he's had some weeks where he gets like really picky out of nowhere, where like the stuff that I gave him the week before he wants nothing to do with. But like this week, he's had a great week in eating all of the fruits that I give him. He's had chicken nuggets. He's had like chicken from like whenever I cook dinner and I have chicken, I'll give him pieces of that and he'll eat that. He also likes pasta. I made pasta a few times and he's eaten it. Yesterday he ate pizza. So he's been doing okay with his eating. Like I would say that right now I'm pretty happy that, I mean, there are some things that I'll give him. Like I gave him green beans the other day and he threw them all to the floor. But he seems to have at least a bigger variety of things that he'll eat at this moment than Riley. And if you guys do happen to be new to my channel, subscribe because I've been doing a lot of like what my kids eat in a day videos. And I plan on doing more to give you guys some ideas. I'm gonna try to film one of Jackson sometime this week. But he seems to like his food. He likes any of those snacks, the puffs, the little yogurt bites he likes. And then he is still drinking milk. So he's having at least 16 ounces of whole milk every day. He drinks it out of a sippy cup, not the like regular sippy cup, the ones with the straws. So many of you guys have asked me, how did I transition to whole milk? Your kids don't like whole milk. I never had that issue. Like both of my kids drank the cow's milk fine. So like I don't have as many tips to give you guys on like how to get them to like it, because Jackson just took to it super easily. But we do that. Like I give him a bottle with his breakfast. Like I give him, you know, a little cup full of milk when I sit him down in the high chair to eat his breakfast. I give him another one normally after he wakes up from his first nap, and then if I think he still wants some more milk, I'll give him some with dinner. I have a feeling he's getting plenty of the milk. And then in terms of nursing, I don't know what I was still doing at 12 months, but at this point, Jackson, you're gonna disable my phone. Like emergency call, no thank you. Right now what I'm doing is I've cut out the morning nursing session. I've also cut out the nursing sessions that I would do before his nap. So I used to bring him in here for nap time and nurse him and then put him down for his nap. And then I would also nurse him right before bed. So right now the only nursing session I have is right before bed, which has made the nap times a little bit more difficult, because now that he's not really like super drowsy before I put him down for his naps, like he will cry normally when I leave the room and I put him down for his naps. he'll cry for like a good 30 seconds, a minute. Sometimes it's a little longer because he's like, what the heck, I don't want to be here in my crib. After a couple minutes of him kind of fussing and being upset, he goes to sleep on his own. Anyway, in terms of his feeding, right now he is just having that one nursing session before bed. The doctor the other day when I went, she told me like, as long as you are comfortable with nursing him, as long as it's not like a bother to you, or you know, you're wanting to stop, like try to go as long as you can. She said that with everything that's going around with COVID and stuff, like breast milk, you know, is good for them, and if it's not like a huge issue and being able to do that, then she would recommend that I continue as long as I can. So we're gonna keep doing that for a little while. Eventually I'll stop. Like if it was just for me at this point, like I would probably just stop. Like I'm wanting my body back to myself, but I know that he enjoys it, so you know, we're gonna stick it out maybe for another couple months. Yes, the phone is disabled, my friend. It says try again in a minute because you keep pressing the buttons. And then this is what he'll do throughout the day too. Like if I'm wearing a shirt, especially like a shirt like this where you can kind of see the boob area, he'll attack me all day long. But I try to hold off on nursing him until the evening, except like the day that he went to the doctor's office, he got like 3 shots and he was like, you know, kind of uncomfortable. So I let him nurse throughout the day. Hey, you, what you doing? So that's his eating. There was one thing that I talked to the doctor about that I wanted to show you guys. So I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see, but Jackson has very sensitive skin. What are you trying to do with that? I don't know if you'll be able to see here on camera, but his arms are kind of always like a little bit reddish, and just him and his sister both have very sensitive skin, and his cheeks will get like really dry and red. Are you trying to have a conversation with someone? You want to call Mimi? His legs also, I'm not going to take off his pants, but his legs will also kind of be dry and red and bumpy from time to time. Let me see if I can get a good... Oh, no, I cannot. Okay, great. Excuse me. Hello? What's up? Who are you trying to call? Your girlfriend? You can't have a girlfriend yet. Nope. No girlfriends yet, okay? How do you say hello? How do you say hello? Ring, ring, ring. Hello? Oh. Yeah. How do you say hello? 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 Yeah. Hello? So that's what his skin looks like. The doctor told me that that is very much that keratosis pilaris. I think that's what they call it. I may be butchering the name, but Riley also has it, and Riley actually has it really badly, and I think it's just a genetic thing. I used to have that as like a teen. I remember like I'd get those red bumps like right behind my arms, and not that it's a harmful thing, it's just like aesthetically annoying. You know, you have these red bumps, your skin is not nice and smooth and, you know, clear. So Riley has it, and it's something that we're like trying to treat because there's no cure for it. It's just you have to put creams and moisturize and all of that. So she told me that Jackson looks very much like he does have it too. It's in like all the right places where you would expect to see that, and that she actually thinks that he's gonna have it worse than Riley. As far as treating it, for Riley there's a bunch of creams that you can use, and the doctor recommended a couple that I can use for Riley, but for him, she says that you have to hold off until he's at least like 2 to put more of like those creams that are a little bit stronger. We kind of have to wait a little bit for him. In the meantime, I'm just going to be using a lot of like Aquaphor, a lot of CeraVe. I got that CeraVe healing ointment, which I think is really good for it. Like I think it's approved by the Eczema Association, or I don't know, something like that. So yeah, I have to watch his skin, especially like in changes of seasons. It kind of flares up, and again, I'm trying to get like a good picture of it. He's like very fair, but when he's having like rough patches, it's really easy to see. I don't know if you can see some of that, but it's like really red back there. And there's not a whole lot that I can do except moisturize him. That's Jackson. You want to give yourself a kiss? Something that he does that's probably like the cutest thing that he does, he literally smooches me in the face. Like I'll tell him, give mama a kiss, and he comes up to me and puts his lips on my lips and just smooches me and makes like the kissing noise. That's my favorite thing that he does right now. So he's very affectionate, always wants to be on top of me, is obsessed with me. If I leave the room, he starts crying. If he can't see me, he starts crying. Like that's the phase that we're in, where he is wanting to be attached to me 24/7. Some days it's rougher than others, but I am so glad that he loves his mama. But I think that's really it in terms of where he's at. The walking was the big milestone. He's more and more just interested in everything. He'll stand himself up from there. We're playing with a lot of his toys all day long. Him and his sister are fighting like cats and dogs. Some days they literally cannot stand each other. He has a very big temper too, where he'll like claw at her, and like the other day he scratched her under her eyes, and you know, she gets in his face and then he gets upset, so then he retaliates. But I'm just doing my best to keep them entertained here and occupied. But I think that's it in terms of his update. So if I missed anything, if you guys have any other questions about how he's doing, what he's doing, milestones, any of it, let me know down below in the comments. I want to film soon like a video on like how I'm teaching him things. Are you making more animal noises? What you doing? We'll kind of go through like some of the things that he watches and plays with and all of that, and that I try to use as educational tools. Like he's obsessed with SpongeBob and DuckTales. Those are not really educational tools, but those are things that he's watching, and it's just so funny to see that. Like he's a tiny little thing, but he understands things, and like he laughs at things, and I'm like, how do you even know what that is? It's really interesting. But yes, he's doing great according to the doctor. I'm happy to see him develop, not happy to see him destroy things all day long, but he's doing good. So that gives me a lot of peace of mind, just knowing that he's on the right track. But anyway, I hope that you guys are doing great. I hope that your little ones are not driving you too crazy, but I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing how Jackson's doing. Thank you for being here. Like I always say, thank you guys so much for being involved in his development, like following along since he was a teeny tiny thing, even some of you since before he was even born. I think that's such a cool thing. So anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. I love you guys to pieces. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Hey Jackson, how does the elephant go? Elephant. Good job. That's a lion. How do you go? Roar. How do you say roar? That's a little tiny roar.